Hi there guys, a real quickie here. I keep saying I was just going to show you once I got finished of putting the air cleaner thingies, whatever they call them, into the garage. So I'll just have a quick show around now. Now this is the Record Power AC400 air filter. Now I've had this a few weeks now, but bearing in mind this, you know how part-time I am. And that is supposed to be white, so the filter here was the same colour as the front when I put this in. I have this running when I'm in here doing anything even remotely dusty, and leave it running for about an hour after, because you can set the power and you can also set the time it runs, remote control. And round here, if it'll light up, the lights show you what you're actually doing. Now even on medium power here, although like I say, if I'm doing anything dusty I get it on high. If I'm in, I always tend to run it medium. But even on a medium, if my door's shut, it's pushing air all the way around the shop. And I mean, it's not my the shop. I think I've got about, I don't know, 10 feet square. But anyway, what it does do is even up into this corner here, so it comes all the way around the shop. So I'll just pan you around. It goes all the way around there, from the back of that, right the way around. And then I can even, I was here the other day and I was even watching some cobwebs up here wafting around up in that corner, so that's powerful enough to blow it all the way around the shop. But you can see the colour, it's gone on there, so I'm going to have to look at whether I can give that, you know, start backing that off. I need to check. Just pop that off, because there's a two-stage filter and that's the inner filter. So I think the outer one's supposed to go to 5 microns and the inner one there I believe goes to 1. Now they look pretty clean, so it looks like a lot of the bulk is being taken up with the outer filter. The inside of that looks okay. So I'm going to give that a bit of a clean, but then pick myself up a spare for that. So I've got a spare all the time. But that's as easy as it is to look after it. It's run since I put it in, not had a problem. The other thing I picked up is I went for the 2 horsepower vac. And the reason for that was I thought I could have gone for the 1 horsepower and just move the pipes around. But what I've actually set up is just for 2 pipes, and one of them is permanently attached to the bandsaw. The other one is on a pipe that I can move around, and you can see how the pipes curl around here. And I've got a head on there, and I can set that up in front of the either in front of the belt grinder when I'm doing anything, you know, if I'm flattening wood or use anything wood or, you know, mica art, anything like that. It sits there, draws all that away. If not, I can actually run it over here, and although this is closed, it doesn't have a dust extractor. My next, well, let's see if I can get a better. Bit bright coming through the window, but it's just a small little 4V whatever it is Linish, and a 9-inch. It's more the 9-inch circular belt cleaner I use for doing the edges of scales. But this is starting to get old. It's really struggling now. But when I replace it, I'll put one with a dust extractor on it, so that the pipe will go straight to it. But even if you get the really expensive filter for these machines, it only goes down to something like, I think the bags go down to 5 microns, the filters go down to 1, I believe. So thinking about that, thinking that what I've heard is like it's the 0.5 micron and lower that actually cause the problems. What I've done is I've run the pipe to the outside there, and if you just follow me this way, come on boys, where's the, oh, you sneaking off. And what I've done is I bought a longer piece of pipe, sealed that in obviously to keep anything from sneaking in, and run the pipe to here. It is a bit of a pain, because what I have to do is I drop the bag down, and I've got a tarp there, and I put the tarp over it and just tie it across the top at the minute, and that obviously keeps any rain out, you know, so rain and damp or anything like that. So it's a bit of a pain. I've got to put it on and take it off, but I don't really do. It's not like I'm doing dedicated woodwork or anything like that. You know, I'm not a dedicated, you know, woodworker. So I tend to do things in little batches, so it's actually not proving that bad. Although I did have to write, I've had to write on the bottom of the machine where the switch is, cover off and cover on, so I don't forget. But I do have to say, when the light comes back, I do have to say that since I've started using that, even though I use dust mask and face and everything else, the difference is absolutely massive. You know, no matter whatever I'm doing, I'm not going out of here with itchy eyes. Although I do have to say that the next purchase I'm saving up for is a full face mask. So I'm actually you know, saving up for that, where it all seals on. But I'm trying to find one where I can wear my glasses inside, because I'm fine doing the big stuff, but as soon as I get down to any fine work, I've got to wear my glasses. So I need to find one that'll be comfortable with that. And also then when you're breathing, it's not, because even the face mask, which is here, blows air up in front of the eyes, and you know, if it can mist your glasses up a little bit. So I'm trying to find something that works with that. If all else fails, it'll have to be bite the bullet and spend the extra, almost double, getting the ones that come over your face with the is it JSR or something, and they've got like a little battery pack on, and it blows like actually, you know, filters the air and blows air down the front of it to keep anything out of the mask. So that might be the you know, the only solution to the glasses issue. I'm not sure until I actually go out and try some. But anyway, I hope that was a bit interesting or a bit useful. I've got to say, Christ, it's 1,000 times better. You know, even the shop, although the grinding tends to keep, I think because the metal dust is heavy, it tends to stay in one place, sinks pretty quick. The wood dust just gets everywhere, and that's, you know, it's cut down that mess by 90%. You know, it's you know, it really has been good, especially when you can't put a price on your health. You know, if I was doing like when I used to do, when I was real hobby level, I was doing like maybe, you know, a knife every 2 or 3 months. You know, I didn't mind standing outside and getting the grinders out and doing all the dusty work outside and then coming inside. It's not that easy when you've got a few to do, and then you've got to cart everything out, set everything up, do your work, clear everything away. It's just not practical now. So anyway, quite pleased with that. So with that, hope that was interesting. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Follow me on, I've got an Instagram page, although that's more bushcrafting stuff, Bush Bimbler. We've got a YouTube NZ group, Bushcrafting NZ, again, and the bushcrafting. And, you know, if you're from New Zealand, catch on there, there's not a lot over here. So catch on and, you know, group stuff and formal stuff. And anyway, hope you enjoy, and I will sign off and catch you on the next one.